Let's talk about Australia. The economy grew at its fastest rate in almost 6 years, up 0.9% from the first quarter. Household consumption, construction, exports and mining all fueling the growth. But trade and commodity price concerns have begun to weigh on sentiment. And of course, there's another major factor affecting the outlook: drought. Matt Taylor is live in Tamworth, New South Wales, with more on that story. Matt, just how bad is it?
Hi there, Jeff. It's pretty bad. We've been speaking to farmers throughout the course of the day today. One of them, whose farm we're actually at right now, his family has been on the land here for more than 100 years, and he says that this is the worst drought that the family has seen in the more than 100 years that they've been here. I just want to talk to you a little bit more about those GDP numbers, because it was the fastest pace that we saw in 6 years, as you rightly point out, up by 3.4% year on year against the expectation for growth of about 2.8%. We also saw the Q1 number revised up as well. But with this ongoing drought, there are concerns that that's really going to impede the growth story in Australia down the track. Of course, we didn't see that play out today in those Q2 growth numbers, but we may see it down the track. A number of the big investment banks warning that the 2018-19 fiscal year could see a hit in the order of about 0.5, 0.6 percentage points as a result of the drought. They're really after some rain. There might be some coming a little bit later on today, we hear, but of course, take a look at the conditions that they're currently experiencing around here right now, because when it comes to the forecast, it doesn't look like things are going to get much better.
For 2 years, there's been little rain in places like this. In fact, here in New South Wales, 100% of the state has been declared in drought, 61% experiencing what's known as intense drought, while 31% is drought affected. Weather conditions aren't expected to improve in the coming months, and economists say it's likely the drought will have an impact on Australia's economic growth. Citi expects the devastating conditions to cut around 0.6 percentage points from 2018-19 GDP, assuming farm production falls by around 20%. That would equate to a cut of about $15 billion. The Australian government has already pledged almost $600 million to drought relief, with Prime Minister Scott Morrison putting the drought at the top of his agenda. Just days into his new job as Prime Minister, he visited parts of drought-stricken Queensland and promised the government will provide more assistance.
The drought package is an ongoing thing. It doesn't sort of get announced one day and then that's it. It goes on as long as the drought goes on, and we need the ideas to keep coming as long as the drought goes on and beyond. It's about drought relief and it's about drought recovery as well, and those two things have got to go together. So it is a constant work in progress.
Until there's decent rain, conditions though will remain tough. Other states are already shipping in food to help keep the livestock alive, and until Mother Nature gives a helping hand, it's likely the rest of Australia will.
Where we are here in Tamworth, of course, about 400 kilometres northwest of Sydney, the agricultural industry here worth about $75 million. Beef, sheep, dairy, and of course grains, a big part of the commodity complex here when it comes to what this community ships out. They're already shipping in food and fodder for some of their cattle and the like, and they've already had to cull a significant number of them, as well as, of course, this drought bites. But Karen, Tamworth, I know you know the place well, the country music festival that's here every year. Tamworth dubbed, of course, the Nashville of Australia. For now, guys, back over to you.
You know, the life of being a journalist, you never see those exciting things. I think I did a cotton story there once many years ago.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now, to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.